The cryo bay's emergency lights cast long shadows across the frost-covered pods. Anna's claws clicked against the metal floor as she moved through the abandoned human vessel, her scaled tail sweeping behind her. The Drakthari scout had boarded expecting salvage, perhaps weapons, technology, anything to help her dying colony. What she found instead would change everything. In the corner of the bay, slumped against a dormant cryopod, sat a human soldier. His armor was scorched and dented, the insignia barely visible beneath layers of dried blood and ash. But it wasn't the soldier that made Anna freeze mid-step. It was the two small forms cradled protectively in his arms. Children. Drakthari children. Anna's breath caught in her throat. She recognized the settlement markings on their tattered clothes. They were from Sector 7, the mining colony that had sent out a distress signal 3 cycles ago. The colony everyone assumed had been lost. The human, Kevin, according to the name stenciled on his chest plate, didn't stir as Anna approached. His head lolled forward, exhaustion etched into every line of his face. The children, no more than hatchlings really, were curled against his chest, their small, scaled faces peaceful in sleep. Anna's combat training screamed at her to raise her weapon. Humans were the enemy. They had been at war with the Drakthari for 5 years, ever since the territorial disputes began in the Outer Rim. Her own clutch brother had died at human hands. But Kevin's hands told a different story. They were wrapped protectively around the children, careful despite their obvious injuries. His left hand was bandaged with strips torn from his own uniform, and Anna could see the telltale purple staining. Drakthari blood. He'd been wounded protecting them. By the ancestors, Anna whispered, lowering her plasma rifle. She knelt beside the unlikely trio, her trained eyes cataloging Kevin's injuries. Plasma burns, lacerations, severe dehydration. The man should have been dead. What kind of human survived wounds like these? The kind that refused to let go of the children in his arms, apparently. Anna accessed the cryopod's log with a touch of her wrist computer. The data painted a horrifying picture. Sector 7 hadn't just been attacked. It had been caught in the crossfire of a battle between human and Drakthari fleets. The colony, neutral ground by treaty, had been obliterated. Kevin's unit had been planetside during the attack, conducting what the logs called humanitarian assessment. When the bombardment started, they'd tried to evacuate civilians. Most hadn't made it. The soldier log entries were sparse but telling. Day 1. Extracted 47 Drakthari civilians. Lost Martinez and Chen to enemy fire. Day 3, down to 12 survivors. Children won't stop crying. Can't blame them. Day 7, found intact ship. Only 3 survivors left. Getting them out. Day 9, lost the others in an ambush. Just me and the kids now. Have to keep moving. Day 12, found human vessel. Cryopods damaged but might work for the kids. Setting coordinates for Drakthari space. They deserve to go home. The final entry was timestamped just 6 hours ago. Too tired to finish this.
Kids are safe.
That's enough. Anna's throat tightened. This human had crossed enemy lines, alone, carrying 2 Drakthari children through a war zone. He'd programmed the ship's autopilot to deliver them to her people, even though it meant drifting through space in a damaged vessel with no way home. One of the children stirred, making a small chittering sound. Kevin's arms instinctively tightened even in his unconscious state. The child settled, pressing closer to the warmth of the human's chest. Anna made her decision. She activated her comm. This is Scout Anna to Drakthari Command. I've located the Sector 7 survivors, 2 juveniles alive and unharmed. I'm also requesting immediate medical transport. Survivors confirmed. The voice on the other end was sharp with disbelief. What's your status, Scout? Anna looked at Kevin's face. Young, too young for the horrors reflected in those log entries. I have a human soldier in critical condition. He saved them. He brought them home. The silence stretched for several heartbeats. Say again, Scout. You heard me correctly, Command. Anna's voice was steady. I'm bringing him in. Alert the medical bay. And Command. The War Councils need to hear about this. As she waited for transport, Anna carefully checked the children. They were malnourished but alive, their small bodies warm against Kevin's chest. She didn't try to separate them. Even unconscious, the human's grip remained protective. She pulled out her emergency medical kit and began treating Kevin's most severe wounds. His eyes flickered open briefly, confused, disoriented. The kids? His voice was barely a rasp. Safe, Anna assured him. You got them home, human. You did it. Kivan's eyes focused on her scales, her features. Understanding dawned, followed by something that might have been relief. Good, that's some good. Why? Anna had to ask. Why would you do this? We're enemies. Kivan's eyes drifted to the children in his arms. No, he whispered. They're just kids, just kids. His eyes closed again, consciousness fading. But his arms never loosened their protective hold. When the medical transport arrived, Anna watched as the medics carefully extracted the children from Kivan's embrace. They whimpered in protest until Anna herself held them, speaking soft words in their own language. Only then did they settle. As they loaded Kivan's stretcher onto the transport, one of the children broke free from Anna's grasp. The small Drakthari scrambled onto the stretcher, curling up against the human's side. Kivan's hand, even in unconsciousness, found the child's head. The medic looked to Anna for guidance. She shook her head. Leave them. I don't think they understand that humans are supposed to be the enemy. Maybe, Anna said softly, watching the child's scaled hand grip Kivan's finger. They're smarter than the rest of us. The war would continue. Peace wouldn't come from one exhausted soldier and 2 saved children. But as Anna filed her report, she included everything, the logs, the sacrifice, the image of a human soldier too tired to dream, holding alien children safe against the darkness. Sometimes, she wrote, humanity wasn't about species, it was about choice, and Kivan had chosen to be human in the truest sense of the word.